So at the end of my last Occult Tools video, I said that the following ones will be manifestation and divination, but I've since been reading around a bit more and I've realized that a lot of the time occult practitioners and theorists and writers will recommend doing a sort of protection ritual or having a sort of opening and closing practice around occult practice in general, and it would be remiss of me to go straight into manifestation and divination and all of that kind of stuff before establishing a nice safe space in which to do occult practice. So that is going to be today's video. So as always, I'm going to be drawing a lot from the very slim but very powerful Occult Exercises and Practices by Gareth. There's 2 copies in the bookshop. I'd really recommend getting hold of them, to be honest, because it's just invaluable. What Gareth suggests in Occult Exercises and Practices is something that seems in line to me with something that I've grown to associate with the sort of chaos magic milieu of like postmodern magic, where you take the sort of essence of the thing, you can adapt it to whatever kind of practice you do. Opening and closing is something that he sort of brings up, and according to him it can be as simple as doing the sign of the cross or miming opening and then eventually closing curtains, even stamping your foot hard upon the ground, even having a hot drink and some food. It seems to be basically things that ground you after doing this quite mental, astral, spiritual work. That's for closing anyway. Yeah, it seems like the grounding is key to sort of closing the channel. If you take on board the calm mind and visualization techniques established in the previous 2 Occult Tools videos, you know, opening the curtains or taking a moment and doing some sort of ritual signage is something that will establish in your imaginative field, in your sort of like astral field, a protective space around you for which to do this work. But he does have something that is a bit more prescriptive. He has having a phrase or a mantram, as he calls it, and Dion Fortune calls it as well. I've always heard mantra. I've not heard mantram, but there we go. Something as simple as I open the veil and I close the veil at the start and end of the practice. He says that more elaborate phrases are more powerful, but for a novice practitioner such as us here today in this video, something quite simple like that is all that is necessary.